Hello, everybody, and welcome to stream. Hello. Hi.
There's a person here. There is a person here. There's a person here. There is a person here.
I'm glad I caught
Thank
it.
you.
Grand Lorian, hello, hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Oh my goodness, right at the start of stream, your timing is excellent. Hi. Hello. For those who may not know me, I am Spooky Wookie Coconut. I am a ghost VTuber and variety streamer, and tonight I want to play some more Vampire the Masquerade Swansong. Yes. Yeah, last week I was gone because I was feeling sick, but I am back. I am back with a vengeance. I'm back to play more of Vampire the Masquerade, kind of dipping my toe into the world of darkness once again, sort of as a precursor, because I would love to run a Vampire Chronicle on stream someday, so that's my goal. So it's really awesome that Grand Lorian, the D&D VTuber, rated me. That's awesome. That's so awesome. So thank you so much, Grand Lorian, for the raid. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Big hearts. How was the stream? How did it go? How are the campaigns going? Good, I hope. Awesome and full of drama and intrigue and all that good stuff that comes along with, you know, Dungeons and Dragons. Freaking love Dungeons and Dragons, man. So good. But yes, hello, Moon Dragon Ashana. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the hunt. Welcome to the community. So happy to have you. Hello, hello, hello. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I think some other people said hello, so I want to say hi. Hello, Shiny Shiny Pants. I love your name. Yes, we are playing vampires tonight. It was an off night making maps. Ah, yes. Well, making maps is always good. I got to get off my butt and make assets myself. So it's cool that you do that on stream. Should I make mac and cheese or spicy ramen? I'm too indecisive to feed myself. I love me some mac and cheese. I like mac and cheese with tuna in it. Is that weird? I love it. Tuna with mac and cheese is so good to me. I know other people like to put ketchup in their mac and cheese, and that's whack to me. Ketchup and mac and cheese? Nuh-uh, that's not for me. But tuna and mac and cheese? Mwah, chef's kiss, so good. Oh, you love tuna too, Min Dragon? Yes! That's awesome. Usually have a lot of pepper. Do you like spicy food, Shiny Shiny? Because if you really love spicy food, maybe go for some spicy ramen. Maybe do the spicy ramen route. Have you ever seen that one commercial? I forget. Is it a Taco Bell commercial? I think, where it's just this little girl and she says, "Why not both?" And everybody cheers. So I put that to you. Why not both? Is that, I don't know, that feels like blasphemy, but sometimes I like to do food science, because why not, right? You could make the ramen and you could put the cheese powder in it. Maybe not all of the cheese powder. Like maybe that's too much cheese powder, right? You don't want too much. But that could be interesting. That could be interesting. It is a lot of cheese. That's a lot. If it's anything like the KD boxes that I occasionally enjoy, it's a lot. It is a lot. You know what? On the front of mac and cheese, I have a brand new favorite of mine, and it's not Kraft Dinner. It's like Cheetos. Cheetos released their own mac and cheese. And for some reason, the jalapeno cheddar Cheetos mac and cheese is so good. It's so good. It's great. I highly recommend it. And that with some tuna mixed in, wow. It's everything. It's everything. It's everything. You can't go wrong. So I don't know if I helped. Did I help you? Did I help you make a decision for the meal you're going to make? I hope I did. I hope I did. Because now I'm just sort of, I feel like I argued for, you know, for both. That's my problem. Like, I'm kind of indecisive too sometimes. But the thing that I do when I'm stuck between two awesome choices, I'll weigh them and be like, if I choose this choice, like choice A, do I feel more disappointment if I were to choose choice B? And that usually helps me out. So like if I choose choice A and I'm like, but yeah, choice B though, I'll do choice B. You think you're gonna make mac and cheese with cayenne pepper? Nice, nice. Well, I hope it turns out extra delicious. I hope it does. But yes, once again, welcome everybody. I'm so glad you're here. We're gonna be playing Vampire the Masquerade. We're going to be getting into it with Caleb. He's just started his investigation, which is great. Because so far it's been a lot of lore reading and getting acquainted with how the Camarilla is built up in the city of Boston. So we'll be jumping back into that in just a second. If you happen to be watching this as a VOD on YouTube, hello. Subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. I'm on that long, long road to monetization. I'll get there one day. Slowly but surely, never give up. That's the key, that's the key. Anyway, as it says in the title, you, chat, you get to help me guide the story. So whenever a choice comes up, I'll usually read them out and I'll say 1, 2, 3 if there's like 3 choices or whatever. In chat, you just type the number that you'd like me to go for, and I'll usually share what option I would choose if it were up to me. And that's how we'll play it. And we'll see what happens, what drama unfolds. And I'm very, very, very excited. So, I believe I have done enough dilly-dallying this evening. So, let's get into it. Let's get into the game. Let's freaking go. All right. So here we are. And of course, we are playing a spooky game. And if you haven't tuned in before, for spooky games, I like to bring down the mood lighting with a boop. This is how we do it. Where are the... There we go. Excellent. Okay. So in Vampire the Masquerade Swansong, we play as 3 characters. We're currently playing as Caleb Bazuri, but there's also MM and there's also Leisha. Yes, this is exactly where I left off last time. I was examining this portrait, this huge portrait. This portrait is huge. My eyes shine so bright in the dim light. Yes, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay.
June, who looks more like Jason than Lydia.
So I came here to find Jason, I think, this guy in the center.
Proud of his family and his success.
I came to get him, but upon arriving
Lydia,
here,
radiant and beaming,
I discovered Jason dead in the foyer. So just as a refresher, I'll just pop over there. He also has this awesome aquarium complete with a ship in it. And Caleb used to be a pirate on the high seas. So yeah, this is Jason. We're not gonna dwell too much on him, but you know, he lost his head. You know, got away from him, all those puns, the terrible, terrible puns. But yeah, he's dead. So. And there's pizza, I think. Wait, there's a banana peel? Wait, there is. There's a couple bananas. Is that part of, like, the crime scene? They needed to be high on potassium? Bananas and pizza is a strange combination. And wine. What else is on this table? Wait, is that bread? What kind of party were these guys getting up to? Home cooking 101. It looks like... in the center of that coffee table, it looks like someone was spreading jam on bread and dropped it, and it landed jam first, as it does. What is going on? The banana did it! I bet he slipped. Boston Police District D4. Sicut, Tribus, Sit, Deuce, Nobis. First in the nation. Notebook. Officer Tyler Hale. Ethan Adams, 60. Concierge / butler. Good relations with the Moores. Present at the scene. Moore came back at 2 a.m., wounded with bodyguards. Need more info, but Mr. Adams was in a state of shock. Feels guilty. Thinks he could have done more. Loyal, professional, friendly, old school, meticulous, educated. Okay. Well, now we know some stuff. Hello.
I have to question him.
He's still freaked out. I don't think it's the right time.
Well, maybe we can make it the right time. Is there anything else I can investigate? Oh, hello? Yes, wait, come back.
What a mess. Nobody's done the cleaning in ages.
How? What? Feel like that happened tonight. What do you mean? Okay, I can't investigate the bread. That's unfortunate. Alright. Oh, what's this?
Somebody slept here.
Somebody was sleeping over? Okay, let us talk to this guy, who I believe is the butler.
Mr. Adams.
No. This can't be happening. What a nightmare. So much blood.
I've got a few questions.
I tried to help him. I told him we should call 911. I told him.
Okay. Wow. So, first choice of the evening, and unfortunately there's only 2 options that we could choose from because... Oh wait, that's not true. That's not true. 3. There's 3 options. This first option here uses the skill of intimidation, and we can say, he needs to get a hold of himself. Smack. The second one we cannot choose because I do not have a point in psychology, unfortunately. This is using a discipline, one of our vampiric disciplines. We can use our presence to calm him down, which might be a good option. Or we could just leave. I wonder if we leave, if we could come back later to question him, like maybe there's more to look around, but we might as well try talking to him. So, okay, so I could also use willpower. And if I use 6 willpower, I can have 32% chance to intimidate this guy. It's not a very good chance. It's not looking good. So if I were to choose, I would choose to calm him down. So if you'd like, type 1 in the chat if you'd like me to attempt to intimidate the butler. Or 2 in the chat to calm him down with presence. Or 3 if you'd like me to yeet. Want me to yeet? Just yeet on out of there? Yeah, and with calm him down, the success is like 100%, so that's a good choice. Oh yes. All right, let's do it. Let's calm him down.
Sir.
It does make us
listen to
hungrier,
me.
but...
It's all right. Calm down. You're safe and you did the right thing.
I did the right thing.
I need you to answer a few questions for me.
Yes, of course. What do you want to know?
Okay, so it looks like we can just question him now, so that's great. Tell me more about the Moore family. Tell me more. Holy shit. All right. Well, what can he tell me about Moore?
Did you know Mr. Moore well?
We weren't friends, if that's what you're asking. But we got to know each other. With time. He was a creature of habit. Since he worked late, he would often ask me for things at night. Newspaper, batteries, ice. I think he asked me for just about everything. I prided myself on always being able to get what he needed, no matter what time it was. You'd have thought he pretty much lived after dark.
Like his clients.
Curious. Did he have visitors?
Did Mr. Moore have many visitors?
For a man with his status, it was nothing surprising. But, well...
Yes.
His visitors mostly came in the middle of the night. I must admit, that's a little unusual.
That's what working for us is like.
He told me he had a lot of foreign clients, and he had to juggle different time zones. That's what working from home is like. He had colleagues over for late-night meetings, too. But since little June was born, not as many people came around.
That was wise.
You don't want vampires being like, ah, yes, a baby. Yikes. Did he have any enemies?
Did he have any enemies that you were aware of?
No, he was a very respectable man. No bad company or anything.
Except for us.
Was he faithful?
Without any disrespect to the deceased, were you aware of any extramarital affairs he may have had?
Mr. Moore was a good man. He would never have disrespected his wife, or even contemplated it, I'm sure.
She could have been okay with it. There were no young women coming and going.
That's a very inappropriate question. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Oops. Might have pushed a little too hard. Zacharyx, hello, welcome. How are you doing this evening? All right. What can you tell me about his wife?
Do you know his wife?
Mrs. Moore is a model resident. She always has something nice to say to the staff. And is the first to welcome new neighbors, too. A true lady.
Where is she now? Oh my gosh, we even have a skill question. That's awesome.
Do you know where she is?
Mr. Moore told me she'd gone to their home in Costa Rica. She goes there pretty often. She's an architect, and she likes to work in her home country. She has family there.
Oh. Does she have any enemies, this nice woman who greets her neighbors?
Could have been so angry with her that they could have taken it out on her husband?
Oh, no. I don't think so. It's true that lots of people could have been jealous of her. But not to that point.
You're good. Took a shower, fed the doggos, hot day. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad you're good. I'm glad the doggos are fed. And the showers, yes. Hot days, those can be hit or miss. But hey, if the weather is nice, that's awesome. Okay, so I can use my rhetoric to ask if she was faithful. And currently I have an 18% chance to succeed. Oh. Okay, but if I use my willpower, I can make it 100%. I kind of want to do it, so I'm gonna. This guy, okay, Caleb, out of all the characters, has the most willpower I've seen so far. And I feel like that's totally a Ventrue thing, I think. It's their fortitude, I believe. So I'm gonna do it. I wanna win. I wanna use 100%. Let's go. Let's go. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Do you think she could have been having an affair?
She's a very respectable woman who loves her husband very much. I don't know what sick kind of world you live in.
And you would certainly not like to find out.
They had their ups and downs, just like any couple. The staff had noticed that she went to Costa Rica fairly often without her husband.
Was she thinking of leaving him?
Not at all. Just the opposite. She begged him to spend more time with her and their daughter.
Seems like Jason was wrapped up in vampire affairs, just keeping him away from his family, who was like, come on, we just want you to be part of our life. Ah, yikes. And he's gone now. Oh my goodness. All right. What can you tell me about their daughter?
I imagine the girl left with her mother.
Not at all.
What?
It was the start of the school year, and Mrs. Moore left 2 weeks ago. I haven't seen her since Monday, when Mr. Moore took her to school on the first day. She must be staying with a friend. Poor little thing. Thank heaven she wasn't here.
Oh, so the daughter doesn't know? Does the wife know? Oh my gosh. Also, if she was dropped off for school on Monday, what day is it now? I actually don't know. What can you tell me about the bodyguards?
Do you know his bodyguards?
Yeah, There's Jack, James, and Wu. But you won't hear me singing their praises.
Why not?
Oh, they're good at strutting around and acting tough when everything is going well. But where were they tonight? Can you tell me that? That was their job, right? They were paid to protect him.
And they dropped the ball. Well, if I had deduction, which I don't, I could ask, what do you mean acting tough? But I can't, so all I can say is, where are they? Gosh darn it. Old man looking like Alfred from the Batman and Robin movie? Oh, I know exactly who you mean. Yeah, I kind of get those vibes. Mm-hmm. I love that actor.
Do you have any idea where they might have gone?
No. But believe you me, if I ever see them again, I'm gonna give them a piece of my mind.
I love Alfred from those movies, but this guy, he doesn't look too much like that guy. I mean, they have the same occupation. They're both butlers to rich men. But beyond that, yeah, I think that's kind of where the similarities stop. What can you tell me about the evening?
Tell me about the evening again, please. What happened tonight?
Mr. Moore left with his 3 bodyguards earlier in the evening. One of them got in the car, and Mr. Moore came down around midnight.
And then?
They came back around 2 a.m. Mr. Moore was limping. He was leaning on one of his bodyguards, and he was bleeding.
Was he injured?
I told him I could call an ambulance or a doctor, but he didn't answer. I went closer to insist, but Wu told me they were in control of the situation, that it was no big deal. They went upstairs, and I saw drops of blood in front of the elevator. I told myself they were being unreasonable. What did those 2 goons know about it? So I called Mr. Moore on the internal line several times.
Did he pick up?
Not once. So I went upstairs and rang the doorbell, but nobody answered. So I went back down to the front desk and I called you.
Okay, go on. About the parking garage.
The lieutenant told me there was an access to the basement.
Yes, using the service elevator through the kitchen. You need a magnetic pass to use it. I gave the spare to your colleagues who wanted to go down there. I still have the original. Do you want it?
Give me
Please.
the original. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for your statement.
You have to find out who did this, officer. Justice needs to be done for him. And for his family.
And we need to find out who's messing with us. And that's what we're here for.
Being vampires.
You can count on us.
Yeah.
Stick around in case we have more questions.
All right. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, but oh, there's coffee too. I'm sorry. So the food is really messing with me. You got coffee. You got pizza. You got bananas. You got peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Right? It's all kind of weird. The scene is weird. It might be something. Also, the screen looks a little strange because I'm currently using a discipline. I forget, what is it? I can turn it off, which is handy. But I think the reason why I had it on in the first place was because this thing here has a smell, has a something about it. So I activate this, and then I can see what else has a smell. Thankfully, I can turn it on and off without increasing my hunger, which is good, because it does make everything dark, like very dark. So I'm gonna try and have it off. Holy shit.
A real jungle in the heart of Boston. A A truly peaceful oasis.
Oh, this is amazing.
Why were you looking for peace, Jason?
It's Costa Rica. Obviously, maybe Jason was trying to like compromise with his wife. It was like, here, I've made Costa Rica here in Boston, so you don't have to leave, and I can keep doing whatever the heck I'm doing here in Boston. Don't ask me. Don't ask me what I'm doing in Boston. It has nothing to do with vampires. Interesting.
I warned you, Jason. God, did I warn you? We destroy all that we touch.
Hmm. It is a cute bunny stuff. I like bunny. A surfboard. That's a really nice garden. Damn. Oh, maybe I should have... Hold on, let me go back in there and then use my vampiric sense. Nope, nothing. Okay. It's good to be thorough. I still wish I could run. This is the fastest I can move. I'm in a safe zone. Interesting. Okay, so this means... this means if I need to bring someone back here for a quick fight, this is the room to do it without arousing suspicion. Which is good to know, which is good to know. Currently I'm still at 4 hunger, so I'm okay. But if I get even more hungry, I might need to be like, officer, I have something important to tell you in the garden room. Okay. Anything of note here? Doesn't look like. Continue the investigation this way. Also, it looks like this guy had an obsession with weapons and swords.
Come on. It'll pass. Don't worry.
Oh. Did you all eat the bananas? Or the pizza? Or the bread?
When I knew
Orange
him,
juice?
he took better care of himself. What's going on with him?
There's even a Rubik's Cube on the counter. Yeah, so it is peanut butter and jelly. Someone was making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Or maybe just peanut butter? I don't see jam.
I'm gonna throw up.
I'm sorry, that's eggs? There's beans and eggs. What is the deal with all the food?
There are bloody prints on these bags.
Garbage bags? Like they were going to try and clean something up? Look! It's a banana! I found the culprit, everybody!
It's okay.
Who'd leave that lying around?
Yeah, fancy a slice? I should talk to the officers. Look, more peanut butter?
Lieutenant.
The dinner of a mortal who's at the end of their rope.
Dinner of a mortal. What is that? More peanut butter? I can't see with that, like, partially open thing. Also, a sprinkled donut. a sprinkled donut, and pizza. And beers. Beers and pizza is a really good combination.
I'm gonna throw up.
Oh, okay, so that symbol there, the blood symbol, that means I could feed from that guy. I'm gonna talk to the other cops soon. That's a lot of spill. They're wasting so much food in this place and so much wine. It's so sad. What happened? What happened?
Looks like Lydia's planner.
All right, so it's a little blurry, but that's okay.
Lydia's life seems to revolve around June and her home in Costa Rica, with Jason often absent.
In case of emergency, call Pura Vida. That was also written on the surfboard, interestingly. Okay, okay. I can't rip any pages. All right.
Why is the FBI interested in more?
His name came up in several financial investigations we're working on.
There's actual traffic down there. Wow. I didn't actually expect that. Cool.
Did you find anything? Nothing, Lieutenant.
Oh. I'm trying. I just want to walk over here, but the stairs are making it a little difficult. I'll prepare for major something. Okay. Hello.
Are you all right?
Yeah, just a little faint.
I was expecting it, but then... Give me a minute, and I'll head back.
The sight of blood. We've all been there, haven't we?
No.
More coffees. Was there a lot of people here, or were they going to drink
Ugh,
a
what
lot of
stench.
coffee? Or was it multiple coffee? There's so many questions.
Oh, there are blood stains on the garbage chute.
We'll have to check out the garbage chute, or Caleb, or we can take the chaotic route and go down the chute ourselves. What's the worst that could happen, Caleb? Think about it. It could be a lot of fun. More bananas. Another fruit. A lot of juice. A lot of juice. Oh, okay. So yeah, there is jam. Peanut butter and jam. So strange. But maybe that's like the preferred meal that the daughter enjoys. Like that's all she has. PB&J and banana and pizza.
Fine vintages imported from Europe. Moore knew how to treat his guests.
It says like Kronk Stowe? I want to just be able to read it, but it's a little difficult. Because each bottle is faced the exact same way. Oh yeah, I forgot to scan. Scanning would have been a good thing to do. Let me just quickly do scan of this area. Okay, well certainly the fireplace is fine. Should I take advantage of a bite to eat before heading
I'm
out?
gonna throw up.
Wait, what's with this? Ah yes, in my kitchen I just like to have photographs of various foods. It's nice. I do like this cracker and brie and honey spread. That does look good with the grapes. Yeah. And some tea. I guess they like tea. I have a lot of questions. All right. Cooking show display? Maybe, yeah. It strikes me as one of those situations where, like, maybe the rich person was like, let's just hire a decorator. And that's what the decorator decided to do. I think, I'm trying to remember if they found the head or if they're still trying to find the head.
Wet laundry. Mold. It's been here for several days.
Several days. Several days. What? They hired Ortho from Beetlejuice? Oh no! Okay, so if that's the elevator in question, I don't see any blood. Ooh. Sick painting of a stairway. And an cathedral. Nice. Vaulted ceilings. I love it. Okay. This is a really nice place. We're looking for blood, not a trail of bananas. We're looking for clues as to what happened to Jason, but I would say that the clues include bananas, for sure, because I just have so many questions.
That must be Lydia's desk.
Let's look closer.
The blueprints of a house on the west coast of Costa Rica. Pura Vida Extension Project.
That's what she needs to call if there's an emergency. Well, this place has a really great view of the body. Oh crap, I found a cell phone. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Did the safe code change again? Yes, it's June's date of birth this time. Heart, heart, heart! Don't wait up for me tonight, sweetie. As always. We're going to the movies. Maybe we'll meet when we get back then. Yeah, or at lunch. I left a post-it in your planner. Did you see it? And that was at 6:32 p.m. Okay, hold on. So 9:42. And then the next day at dinner. Yes, but you already told me what that yesterday, sweetheart. And then at 10:43, oh my gosh, a whole 8 days later on the 16th. I forgot the reference for the curtains. Can you send it to me? Yes, tomorrow morning. It's gorgeous out, I'm sure. The next day and evening, we miss you. Despite the house and the beach? Yes, despite that. And then August 4th. Almost at 11 p.m. Pick up, Lydia. Don't do it from far away like that. I need to calm down. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Come on, pick up. No, Jason. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to tell June. Just like every time. This is the third time you've bailed on us since Christmas, and I can't take it anymore. This house is for the three of us. Not so my mom can watch June there. See you tomorrow. I love you. And then this is like 6 more days later. June is admitted to the French school in Boston. She's jumping all over. Awesome! You didn't come home last night? No, but tonight, yes. I'm looking forward to it. More days pass. Where are you? It's 1 in the morning. Lydia, we can talk, but call me. I get it, okay? June cried this morning because you weren't here. What's going on? I don't know what you did, but we don't have to talk about it when you get home. Wait, what? I don't know what you did, but we don't have to talk about it when you get home if you want. Oh, I see. Call me. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, we got voicemails.
Mom! Dad gave me a phone this morning for the first day of school. He surprised me, and I'm coming to see you tonight. Don't tell Abuelita. It'll be a surprise to her. And Dad's coming too. I can't wait to get there. XOXOXOXO.
Damn it, Lydia. I can't do it without you. If you could just see June. I can't tell anyone. I'm not gonna make it. I'm sorry. I apologize for everything. I should have left. The 3 of us should have gone. Stayed at Pura Vida the way you wanted. I'm so sorry for what they did to you. I'll always love you, Lydia. Forgive me. Forgive me.
Whoa. Also, hello, Gamer. Hi. How are you? Just heard a very sad message from Jason. That was on August 28th. So was that after this long string of messages? Okay, yeah. So that was August 19th. And then August 28th, he sends this message. Someone did something to Lydia. And nobody knows where she is, I guess. Oh. Floating death. Sick.
June in Costa Rica.
Well, I hope June's okay, because we know Jason's dead, and I'm starting to think Lydia, something happened to her. It's not good. Oh, there's a disturbance. Oh, look! Look! There's blood. Oh dear. I don't see anything immediately. I'll keep checking though. Alright. Confidential file. Beryl Underwood. That's the Venture Primogen, I'm pretty sure. Dear Madam, Beryl Underwood is a particularly challenging subject in that he knows far more about finance than I do. He sees me as a mere subordinate and is highly suspicious of me. He most certainly uses extreme secure networks for his unusual business, and he'd be wrong to do without them. Since I have worked for him, Mr. Underwood has regularly approached me about his interests in the sugar industry. His ability to project into the future is impressive. All of his actions are well thought out, and I have never seen him make a mistake. In addition to intensive lobbying in developed countries, his recent financial operations reveal a shrewd intensification of his operations in BRICS countries. A number of people close to power in Brazil, India, and South Africa in particular have received financial and in-kind donations, cars, villas, jewelry, etc., through shell companies or trusted intermediaries. I see this as an effective way of asserting his control over production in critical areas, while covering his tracks very neatly. More recently, he asked me to invest massively in media and universities in order to fight back against research and publications demonstrating the harmfulness of sugar in the human diet. He has indirectly taken control of several national television channels in southern European and African countries to broadcast counter-propaganda. He has also placed some assets in the Indian audiovisual industry, I imagine with the same goal in mind. He did not hesitate to support several private laboratories in charge of demonstrating the responsibility of other elements in the development of cancers such as saturated fats. It was a brilliant idea. This field is currently rapidly expanding and should be the subject of future investments, as the initial results appear promising. Please find enclosed statements allowing you to confirm my observations on these matters for yourself.
Beryl, will you ever change?
For several years now, I have noted connections with armed militia intermediaries in South America. I don't know much about this, and I would be very wary questioning Mr. Underwood about it, but it is safe to speculate that it is a question of destabilizing local governments that are hostile to the presence of the companies he controls. Of all this demonstrates that he has not only a natural instinct for finance, but also a very deep understanding of the related geopolitical issues. Beryl Underwood is the Kasparov of business, always several steps ahead. This makes him particularly difficult to read, even for me. Your eternal servant, J. Moore. Suspicion. Suspicion? What? What? Some items and documents are a threat to the Masquerade if they are left in enemy hands. Make sure you recover them or destroy them, otherwise the suspicion level will rise. Alright, well that's good to know.
I understand better now. The prince asked more for a complete report on the members of the Primogen.
Ooh, what's this? I got a car key.
Someone tossed a bunch of stuff in this bag, in a hurry to leave.
Alright, so someone was packing up with the intent to leave. And I'm interested to know what Beryl's taste is. Because each vampire clan, if you're not familiar, they have a bane, they have a weakness. And for Ventrue, it's that they...
I've never been in this part of the apartment before.
Oh. They're very, very picky eaters, and that they have to have their blood a specific way, and it can't be any other way, otherwise they can't drink it. So I'm wondering if Beryl... I mean, and they might have revealed that. They might have revealed it, but it has something to do with sugar. Something with sugar and blood, I think.
Poems in Lydia's mother tongue.
Okay. I got some old coins. Nice. Oh, it's a consumable. I can get willpower back if I need. That's pretty handy. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like it's a phone with blood prints on it. If I had technology, I could hack, but I do not. I don't think. I can't hack. I can use 3 willpower to try, but I don't think I can. Will it let me click it? Yeah, no, it won't even let me click it.
A cell phone. Locked, of course.
Well, hell. Okay, well, hopefully I can think of the code for it. I don't think I've seen it yet. Although, hold on. Maybe I can figure it out. Today's been really long and boring. Glad it's over. Yeah! It's almost the weekend. Hopefully your Friday is gonna be great. Sorry that today was long and boring. That sucks. That's no good. Okay, you know what I was hoping, because there was blood on the screen, that there was like some marks that would like reveal the code. That's okay. I'll keep my eyes peeled. I'll keep looking. Dear Lydia, thank you so much for the book of Emily Dickinson poems you so kindly sent me. It inspires me daily. I read it during golden hour or while I'm drinking tea. If feathers are a symbol of hope, I'll have to linger even longer in Mount Royal Park. You must come see me, and soon, before it gets too cold for you, my snowbird, and you fly south for the winter. Gotta go. My oolong's almost ready. Give your daughter a kiss for me. XOXO. Emily. There's still blood. This is a kick-ass... That's a kick-ass bathroom. This is a kick-ass closet. Doesn't appear to be anything... Oops. There doesn't appear to be anything of note in here, however. I'm sorry, what is this? Hello, Jason. Newsfeed. Front page. The investigation into the murder on Beacon Hill continues. Sports. The Pink Slippers were defeated once again as they faced off against the... Culture. The Rosemont Society's auction was a resounding success. Politics. The unsanitary cafeteria scandal spills over. Health. A major study of the harmful effects of sugar hidden in... Uh-oh. International. Devastating forest fires in the Amazon. The cost. And technology. A delayed release is announced for the latest telephone from... Oh, wait. Oh! That's the news feed. Horoscope. Jason's a Taurus. Your selflessness will bring you closer to those around you, but be aware of this power of attraction for your projects to succeed. You will have to give up your desire to have everything. Dun dun dun. The weather is 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, I can call people. I can call people? Does that work? Oh, I don't have a phone number. Is there contacts? Oh, now I'm really curious. Oh, this could be really cool. Oh, there doesn't appear to be contacts. It's just...
The number you have dialed is not in service.
Interesting. Okay. That's really cool.
Bottle of disinfectant. Obviously handled by someone who was bleeding.
Okay, so he came up here and got medical attention for his leg wound,
The
maybe?
concept of a laundry basket seems too abstract for some people.
It's too abstract, but I will not look inside the laundry hamper. I will just assume everyone but me is a slob, says Caleb. Alright, so that's some shampoo. We got some shampoo just there. That's nice. That's nice. I do like this plant wall. It's pretty good. Okay. Alright, so I have a phone. Ooh.
It must have been used to dress a wound.
Okay. Alright, the investigation continues. So it looks like I'm trying to find like a phone number, a code to get into a phone. Wait a minute. Let me check this again. They mentioned something about a safe code changing, but that was a safe code, right? Now I'm wondering, did they mention anything about a phone code? Because that'd be handy dandy. Okay, so the safe code is June's date of birth. September 2nd.
Mom! Dad gave me a phone this morning for the first day of school. He surprised me, and I'm coming to see you tonight. Don't tell Abuelita. It'll be a surprise to her. And Dad's coming too. I can't wait to get there. XOXOXOXO.
Okay. Alright. I was hoping it was like, ah, you got me a phone for my birthday, and then I'd be like, ha, got you. But no. No, not yet. Okay, so... so whatever safe is locked is the It's June's date of birth is the code. So now we need to figure out June's date of birth, the code for the phone that I have, and a phone number to call. Potentially. Oh. In case of emergency, call. I think I might have the phone number. Because the memo downstairs.
On the west coast of Costa
Pura
Rica.
Vida.
Pura Vida Extension Project.
Pura Vida. And the phone numbers, they had letters. So what if I go back to that mirror and I type in Pura Vida?
My sire always said that at a prince's court, like in a game of chess, you must know when to sacrifice your pawns.
Okay, I'm just gonna look around, but I'm absolutely gonna go back to the mirror and try Pura Vida. I think that's it. Holy crow! This is the coolest room. Wait a minute. Ah! Okay, well, this room's the coolest room because look at the door. See? Full door, solid wood. And then you open it. Boom! Blue light in the door. You would never have thought that would happen, right? Yeah, neither. Roller. Something. Like low. Pico Pico dance. This room's freaking awesome. Emus. Blue cold.
We're waiting for the
ice cream.
June's whole life in pictures.
Okay, there has to be something about her birthday here, right? Oh, here it is. Look at that. Look how freaking awesome I am. Oh my gosh, we're solving it. We're solving mysteries. All right, everybody, hold on. Let me just make... All right, you know what?
Right, we need our handy dandy notebook.
That is what I have right now, because I'm taking down notes, y'all. I'm gonna take note of this birthday. Happy birthday, June 0409 2015. That's awesome. I'm also gonna make note of Pura Vida, because I think that's the number to call. Alright. Yeah, okay.
June celebrating her 4th birthday.
I like the cat sticker. Gosh, did any of you, like, put stickers and stuff on your wall? I think I tried once when I was a child. I got in trouble for it. Like, right away.
Interesting.
Someone in the background saying interesting.
Jason and June.
Who is that?
Probably on a beach in Costa Rica. June dressed up for Halloween.
As a ghost, it looks like. Nice costume choice. Hell yeah. Cat. The classic band, Zed Zeppelin. I'm sorry? What? What? What am I looking at? Wait, someone was deciphering a cipher? Is this a cipher? It is! Another hidden secret for you. Good luck decoding. Mag. What? Oh, and it looks like...
Poor kid.
Okay. Is in. Oh. Okay, so it looks like June didn't solve the cipher yet, but did figure out that 47 and 46 has to be is and in. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, everybody. Do you all have your notebooks? Because this is a puzzle. It's a puzzle, everybody.
A few moments later.
am noticing that there are words though, because it says with you. Oh, love. Duh. Okay, so it is solved. I just couldn't read. Oh, duh. Okay. I was looking at that first word and I'm like, what the fuck? And then it says Tyler. I think it's just because it's blurry. It's so strange. Anyway, it says Tyler is in love with you. I solved it. What a tough puzzle. Who is Tyler? I spent way too much time on that. Oh! Look at all these adorable little dinos. I love that. Anyway. I still have my notebook that set aside for the important stuff, the actual puzzle, the birthday, and the note to call Pura Vida. I feel a little embarrassed. That I looked at that for so long and thought it was a legit puzzle. Ooh. I have no idea how the cipher worked. I'm just gonna walk on some boxes about it. Okay. Wow, a chalkboard? A whole chalkboard? Oh, I see June is also a fan of the book Cook. She has a lot of adult books. I'm actually really impressed. Not only does she have it in small form, but she has the bigger version of Cook as well. The bed is really cool. Hello.
You must be Smith.
Yes.
Rickman.
Have you found anything?
Not yet. This is the girls' room. There's no sign of her. I guess that's a good thing.
I'm going to take a look around. Let
Furry
me know
stories?
if you find anything.
I think...
Okay, Smith.
I think we saw that book in someone else's office too. Also, okay, I have to say it now that I see this bunny again. This is the bunny from Phasmophobia, right? Right? I thought about it when I first saw it in the Costa Rica garden, but I see it bigger version here, and I'm like, that's the bunny. That has to be the bunny, right? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? No, you are not making a Mars Volta reference. Really? Nars Zolta. I see you, game. I see what you're doing.
Interesting.
Interesting. Nars Zolta. Wow. Wow, I love their music. Also having a daycare this high up. Woof. That's a pretty great tub. Should probably do some more scans and see if anything jumps out. I'm still embarrassed. I am embarrassed. I will fully admit I'm pretty embarrassed that I thought that was a real puzzle. Fuck. I want a puzzle, I guess. You know? You know? It's fine.
A bathroom with a shower and a tub. June's father spoils her.
And a walk-in one at that? Yeah. To have a tub like that and a shower like that, that's amazing. Okay, so I just gotta... Whoa. I only saw it for a second, but her pen and notepad were doing weird things. The humans here, something's not right. Something's strange. And I aim to get to the bottom of it. One way. Oh shit!
Nobody told me there would be a retainer here.
Nature revealed. A ghoul is here. Oh!
The ghoul who was searching here was looking for something specific.
Huh? You know, it's funny, I bumped into this game series while doing Wikipedia browsing. It's only because of the first game, Redemption, released back in 2000. Oh, yeah, I've heard about that game. I actually watched a bit of a playthrough of that game, a little bit. Hi, Riley. I'm doing much better. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well, too.
Ugh, what a mess.
Oh, look at this. We're getting a really good view of the books. Okay, check this out. We got bridges. We got Whispering in the Mountains. We got Old Factory. We got Ballads. We got Boat, MZ804. We got Touchstone. Holy shit, I feel like that's a fun little Easter egg. Because in Vampire the Masquerade, especially in V5, one of the things that each vampire character gets is touchstones. Humans that are near and dear to the vampire, and if anything happened to those touchstones, oh, it would be bad news. Bad news bears. First game would have done better had Deus Ex not released 2 weeks later, and Diablo 2. Maybe. It like a lot of the vampire titles at the time had a bit of issues, I think, like bugs and stuff. Frickin' Bloodlines absolutely had issues. An analysis of healthcare something.
Oh.
Hello.
What are you playing at?
Oh, I beg your pardon?
Don't mess with me. Who are you?
Calm down, Mr. Bazori. I meant no disrespect. I work for the council.
Why would the council have sent her without warning me?
Most of the time, they send me to clean up.
Are you behind this?
No. I got here after it happened.
What's that file you've got?
Oh,
her eyes are
an
so
account
wide.
file. Have it. Here you go.
She's just like...
Let's see how much she knows. All right. What have you found?
Oh, I'm a little embarrassed. I'm not really allowed to talk about my missions.
So strange. Oh, all right. Okay, everybody, we have a choice. Another choice. We can ask, why are you here? Or we can use a discipline. It'll increase our hunger by 3 to a total of 8. So I'll definitely need to find a snack. I'll have to hit up that cop downstairs for a snack, I think, for sure. But I can dominate this person to force her to share the information of what she's found. The downside is that it only has a success rate of 46%. So it's not bad odds, but it's slightly against us. So, I really want the information, and I hate that the chances aren't better. I don't know what I'd choose. I'd probably just ask myself. Because I like to succeed. Especially with an increase of 3 hunger. So, if you'd like me to say, but why is she here? Type 1 in the chat. If you want me to use the power of domination, type 2 in the chat and I'll try. 46% success rate though. And that's part of the reason why I choose 1 myself. So what do you think, chat? What should I do? What do you think I should do? What do you think? I think it's amazing that we found a ghoul at all. That's incredible. 2? 2? Okay. All right, we're gonna risk it for the biscuit, it looks like. Let's do it. A tie? Oh shit, we did it! We did it! Yeah!
I don't have time for this. Give me what you have.
What I've got. Of course, sir. Here. That's everything.
You made the right choice. Tell me exactly what they asked you to do.
I got a message at 2:20 telling me to go to this address. I was supposed to pick up more and some financial documents. After that, I was supposed to wait for further instructions.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my gosh. Okay, so type 1. I can use dominate to make her read the text message about the mission. Another 46% chance to succeed. Another 3 hunger, which almost puts me at max. Or I can hit 2 to continue. I'm definitely gonna have to hit up that cop in the basement. Or not the basement, downstairs. Downstairs for sure. All right, we have a vote for 1. Any others? Any other votes? Let your voice be heard. Oh no, now it's split. Oh my gosh. Now it's split. What would I do? What would I choose? I'm so curious about that text message. I'm so curious about that text message. I think I would choose what? I wish this was more like V5 in that when you use disciplines, when you use disciplines that could increase your hunger, there's a chance it wouldn't increase your hunger. And I wish that was part of the game. Cuz I'd love that. I love a chance not to increase hunger. For sure. Okay, so it doesn't seem like we're going to be getting any other votes currently, which is absolutely fine. That's okay. So I will break the tie and I will choose the risky option. Let's go. What's going to happen? Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Another tie? Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my god. Yes.
Read the message you received.
Target, Jason Moore.
Whoa.
Address, 200 Clarendon Street, top floor. Exfiltrate target if possible. Otherwise, final elimination. Destroy Katapata's files. Complete mission for further instructions.
If I had gotten to Moore before you did...
I would have had to take him out.
Well, you could have tried. Well...
I hope I'm not going to have any trouble.
Wow. I cannot order her to leave. I cannot order her to leave. Okay, so option 3 is off the table. So I can either 1, tell her to leave, or 2, let her finish her mission. And it seems like her mission is kind of to get in my way, which is, interesting. Interesting. Curious. Someone's trying to stop things. Intriguing. Very intriguing. All right, we have a vote for 1. I think I'm going to try and tell her to leave. I think that would be the reasonable thing to do. Absolutely.
I'll tell the prince you obeyed your orders, but you'd better go.
But my mission. I've got to...
No questions, Lane.
Very well, Mr. Bazori.
Oh yeah, now... And now I feel kind of silly. Oh, I got +2. Interesting. Because if I let the ghoul stay, I could have also maybe followed the ghoul. I don't know if that would have been a possibility, but they would have gotten like the next leg of their mission and then I would have been like slide up next to them. What did they say? What was your next mission? Tell me everything. Jesus. All right, there's more to do. But Caleb's hungry. He's a hungry boy. So we're gonna go downstairs. We're gonna go talk to that cop and get a bite to eat. I don't know if we could feed multiple times. Probably not. It's not safe. And I think after I feed too, I'm going to
Sorry, Smith. A little busy here.
Meet me there.
Of course.
Of course. Okay. Ah, that was good feed, I think. I hope. I hope I didn't kill him. He's fine, right? He's fine, right? Yeah, he's okay. Woof. That was scary. Alright, yeah, you just hang out there and you relax. Alright, we're back down to 4 hunger. Awesome. I'm kind of glad that they cut to it. Like, they didn't have me, like, follow me, and then have to lead him to the safe room. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice this. Pink donut? God damn it, I want a pink donut. That looks so good.
I'm gonna throw up.
Shut up. Pink donuts are delicious. You're missing out. Alright, time to call Pura Vida. Maybe if I call Pura Vida, it'll tell me the code to the phone I have. That'd be nice. Okay. I'm thinking this is going to work, so I'm feeling pretty excited about it. Okay, so E-U-R-A, I believe. Pura Vida. Oh my gosh! Okay, so the symbol next to the enter is like, this is a point of no return situation. So I'm gonna keep that in mind. I also like that the music changed. Holy shit! It worked! Okay. I just have more exploring to do, but that's awesome! Oh, there's stairs down here too? I didn't even notice. Alright, well. Serves me right. Frickin' ghoul. Oh, look! There's someone else that I can snack upon. Okay. If I had pick lock skill, I could pick the lock, but unfortunately I cannot.
Deeds, stock portfolios. Moore doesn't just manage the Camaria's business.
I really like how Caleb just sort of like walks awkwardly on things. Like he's standing up on this box with one foot and he's flying in the air. He's just like so confident about it. It's really impressive. I'm really impressed by you, Caleb. You're an inspiration. Oh yeah, and the ghoul was in here too. Touch it.
The mayor's deeds.
What were they looking for?
A Boston manufacturer's files. Portfolios of old shares.
I don't know if I need to find a...
This is where I met Moore for the first time.
If I need to find another safe room. I'm worried if I'm like, if I need to, and I, like, hey, I need to feed on you, second cop.
Nice collection. Working
and I take him to the same room where the other cop currently is. Oh, look. Oh, a lot of them are 69. Nice.
nice.
Thank you. Thank you for the nice redemption. Very nice indeed. Now, of course, I see these coins, and I'm just like, is this a code? Is this a part of a puzzle? I don't know why my mind is like so honed in on that fact. Like, there's something here. It's trying to tell me something. But it's possible that it's not. It could be telling me something, maybe. Okay. Ooh. I took a key to Jason Moore's archives. Okay. Oh, right. That was the room that was locked. I could have picked it, but I have a key.
Lydia and June at the beach.
Ooh, okay. DNL Corp. Where are you? You didn't answer my call. I left you a message. We need you tonight. Let me know. B. That could be, the Ventru Primogen. Need files. Jason, I'm being asked for files that you should have sent a week ago. I don't know what's going on, but send them over. Will Jet. Heavy jet chartered for Boston, Hong Kong trip. Thursday, September 5th. Okay. Seems like Barrel's been up to no good. Ooh. Old coins. I'm assuming, let me check. I'm thinking this is more stuff I can use to, yeah, restore willpower. I'm at 14 willpower. I'm good. Oh, shit. I forgot that I have a pouch of treated blood. It eliminates 3 hunger and it gives +1 dominate. But increases suspicion. Well, I have an increased suspicion and that's a good thing. But having additional domination for that interaction with the ghoul, that would have been nice.
A souvenir from the Hong Kong Stock Exchange.
Alright, now that I have the key, let's get into the archives room. I'm gonna turn on vampire power. Go inside, use the key. We no longer need to pick the lock. Ooh, look at that! Safe zone. Confidential file for Dejan Siaka. Ooh, this is the Tremere. Dear Madam, Dejan Siaka is not the most active member of your Primogen. He is also not very interested in accounting either, so he lets me manage his small fortune as I see fit. He regularly comes to me to launder the money he receives from his numerous deals in occult objects. As the amounts are relatively insignificant, this has never been a problem for me. After relying on your generosity for a long time, he has now amassed enough money to get by on his own, despite his erratic financial habits. For this reason, I recommend that you save a substantial amount of money by ceasing your contributions to him. Of course, if this is a means to ensure his loyalty, I will let you be the judge of whether or not this is a good idea. Mr. Siaka is what we call a business... oh gosh. Mr. Siaka is what we call in the business a cash cow. Although he describes himself as a collector, he spends his money freely on things that are important to him without any real consideration for the profit he could derive from them. In addition to the occult activities, occult objects, and ancient works that are rather difficult to transport discreetly, he is particularly fond of acquiring the instruments of musicians he admires, mainly jazz legends. He is not much of a negotiator, and although I have repeatedly offered to have professionals help him negotiate the best terms, for some reason he prefers to do it himself. He sees me as a simple accountant, though this is not to his advantage. I believe he doesn't like people like me. Do note that he regularly asks me to invest in voodoo groups in Louisiana, at a complete loss. I try to dissuade him, but he seems to be bent on continuing in this way. You will find the complete list of operations attached.
Dijon, are you making plans in case things go south?
Yeah,
Or
seems
are
that
you
way.
planning to leave us?
Interesting! I would also like to draw your attention to the fact that Mr. Sayaka recently invested in property near Salem. Apartments, warehouses, garages, the same type of properties and sizes as the property he currently owns in Boston. It would appear that he intends to establish a secondary residence. Your internal servant, Jay Moore. Ooh, we got shit on Dijon.
An auction. Acquisition of Lot 87. Dijon Siaka. A trumpet belonging to Don Ellis.
Good get.
An auction.
Okay.
Acquisition of Lot 87.
I thought...
Dijon Siaka.
Okay.
A trumpet belonging to Don Ellis.
I will not click that again. Okay. Seems like it's a really good thing I got into this room because I got the important piece of evidence from that room that would have been a potential Masquerade breach. I still haven't found the code for my phone. It makes me sad because I wanna know.
I should put some money on that.
Modern man. Money expert. Interesting books. Why is my eye so itchy? Okay.
It was my greatest pleasure before. Now everything tastes like ashes.
Oh, you can't even enjoy a cigarette. What did I take? What did I take? I got another magnetic... Oh, this is the secondary magnetic key. But I have the original. Now I have both. I have the power. Hello.
Officer Baker, can I help you?
Were you the first person to arrive at the scene of the crime?
Yes, sir. My partner and I were the first to get here.
Just tell me about it.
We got the call around 2:20. The caretaker had called because a resident was injured. It took us about 20 minutes to get here. The poor guy was in a panic. He told us he'd seen one of the tenants, Jason Moore, enter the building, and he looked hurt. He was being held up by his 2 bodyguards, and he was bleeding a lot.
Where was the injury?
Did he see the wound?
Yeah, he said the victim was holding his right hip. So I went upstairs with the caretaker. We saw blood in the elevator and on the landing. I rang the doorbell, but nobody answered, so the caretaker opened the door. I identified myself. There were traces of blood leading down the hall away from the entrance, and just after that, I found the decapitated body.
Oh wow, we got a lot of... We're gonna get information! Alright, what about his partner?
Did your partner come with you?
No, he stayed in the foyer to secure the entrance to the building.
Did you touch the body?
Did you touch the body?
No. There was nothing I could do to help him, so I secured the scene. I put my gloves on to take his ID out of his jacket pocket so we could identify him. Then I called it in.
What about the caretaker?
Where was the caretaker during that time?
I told him not to come inside, but he followed me. When he saw the corpse, he was really shaken. He wouldn't let go of me.
What did you do next?
Then what did you do?
I called for backup. They told me that forensics would get here as soon as they could. They were out at another case. That was their top priority.
After that?
I secured the entrance to the apartment.
Aw, man. If I had any points in deduction, I'd be using that. But you only have one option. Keep going.
After that, I searched the ground floor. There was nobody around. But from the looks of things, somebody searched the apartment. When Sergeant Lehane got here, she took care of upstairs. It's a good thing, too. because it took everyone else another 15 minutes to get here. She didn't find anyone there.
So there's no sign of the family then?
Nothing. The place is empty.
I realized, looking at the police officer, they have stars on the collar, right? And I think those are supposed to be little studs, like star studs, right? But it looks like they're part of the fabric because they also have the same texture as the cloth. So it's a little jarring. Okay, so once again, I do not have a point in psychology. I do not have a point in persuasion. So there's only one option. Time to go. I had a conversation with a friend of mine briefly about this game, and we both agreed that we're hoping that there's a new game plus. So there's a new game plus where you can, like, you know, you get skills that you can allocate at the very start of the game. I think that'd be great. I think that would be really good. That's what I'm hoping for.
If you remember anything else, let me know.
Of course.
Alright, so we got some sweet deets. And I feel like I might have gotten everything, so the only thing that's really left is figuring out code for the phone in my inventory, because I want to open that up. I really do. Richard Senton, president of the Boston Region Metropolitan Planning Organization, 10 Park Plaza, Boston, Massachusetts. Renovation and acquisition of lot 6548. Action tip. ID. Numbers. So when it comes to rank in military or police, the insignia can either be a stud, pin, or patch. Okay. But if it was a patch, it'd be bigger, right? It wouldn't be just like that, the little small little things. Because it honestly looked like it was printed on. Dear Mr. Moore, I am writing to inform you of today's vote following the quarterly City Council meeting, which overwhelmingly approved your renovation and acquisition of project by 89%. With this decision, the city reiterates its support of your client for the members of the MPO and MassDOT. You'll be receiving the final engineering package from MPO and MassDOT shortly, which will also include the acoustic measurements around your client's clubs. Sincerely, Richard Senton. Oh, I think Richard is the Malkavian. Think? It depends. Okay. Well, let me just quickly check. Oops, wrong one. Because if I'm going to go to that point of no return, I want to have a snack before I leave. Enter code. How does this work? I don't know how this works. I don't think I'm doing it right. Part of me feels like it's dangerous to have a phone. Am I doing this right? Is this how you phone? Wait a minute. Right? This looks right. Interesting. It's one of those phones. Wait, did I mess it up? Again. Okay, so it's a phone that I need to, like, enter some kind of code into. You know what I also haven't found yet? And what the hell? I haven't found the safe. Right? There's supposed to be a safe. Where's the safe? Maybe the safe is behind the door? Well,
A safe.
oh my gosh, I'm
Now
so
we just have
glad.
to find the
I'm so
code.
glad I came back. There's also wine bottles under the desk. Holy shit. Maybe the safe are the friends we made along the way. Maybe you're right, Thief Gamer. Or maybe you're wrong, because I found the actual safe. I got the code. The code is 0 4 0 9. Wait a minute. Oh, it doesn't have the 2-0. It has... And it doesn't look like 5 is part of the equation. B? Wrong code! Someone tried to punch this in. What? That's the birthday. Maybe it's like 492. Does this clear it? Okay, okay. It was 2015, right? It was 2015. Maybe it's different. Maybe it's, like that. Do I have to go back and check the code? Maybe I do, but I swear I got it right. Like, it's 0409. Okay, I know that was wrong because it was, but would it be 09 2015? 9/4 2015? I didn't expect to have so much trouble with this. What? What didn't I try? Have I not tried 0904? Maybe it's 11. Okay, I have to go back to her bedroom and look at her birthday. God damn it. I could have sworn I had the right number.
Human logic is beyond me. What's the point in doing that?
Weird. I don't know. Oh, now I have to go all the way back to June's room. Oh my gosh. Let me just double check. Because maybe I missed a clue where it's like, it's June's birthday, but also this extra thing. Did the safe code change again? Yes, it's June's date of birth. Okay. I'm still just like, I wrote it down right. Dang it. I know I got it right.
My sire always said that at a prince's court, like in a game of chess, you must know when to sacrifice your pawns.
I just clicked it again just in case, like it was a clue, but it turns out it wasn't. Okay.
June's whole life in pictures. June celebrating her 4th birthday.
Now that's definitely 2015 without a doubt.
I'll finish here and I'm on my way.
And that looks like 04, right? 0409. Like, what else could that be? It's a 9. I can't think of any other... There's no other number it could be, right? I mean, it could be a 3 if you're terrible at writing, maybe. But yeah, it looks like 0409 2015.
The diary of an 8-year-old girl, June, Jason's daughter.
Dear Diary, Abuelita gave me this diary. She says I'm old enough to have secrets. I'm going to write in it every day. See you tomorrow. It's raining and I'm bored. Mag didn't come to school. She got the mumps. Mary took the opportunity to say some bad things about her. Like, she's ugly and stupid. Mag plays on her mom's phone without asking her. She said I could try Dad's. I watched what he's doing, but it's not easy to see. Mag spit in Mary's glass yesterday. Oh, we had a good laugh. Oh my god. I did it. I watched Dad to see how he does it. Yesterday, I was able to send messages to Mag even with my game. I copied the shape onto... I copied the shape on my board so I wouldn't forget. I can't wait to get my own phone. Dad said I can for the first day of school, but Mommy doesn't really agree. Mag has one, but Mommy says it's to cheer her up because her parents don't take care of her. I don't agree. She gets 2 Christmases and 2 birthdays. I'm sick of it. I'm so happy. We're going to the forest house for a month. Daddy is going to come too. Mom said he promised. Meg wants me to ask if she can come, but I don't think it's a good idea. I think Mom doesn't like her very much. I finally decoded Mag's message. It would have been easier if I had my own phone, but Tyler is in love with me? I'm not sure what to think of him. Abuelita gave me a bracelet that goes around my ankle that has a little blue turtle on it. It's so cute! Mom wants me to take surf lessons, but they're lame. I'd rather stay home. She's a little bit mad all the time, I can tell. Dear Diary, I'm sad. Yesterday, Mommy yelled at Daddy a lot, and she even cried. He's not coming. I'm sick of him lying and making Mommy cry. Mommy says he has too much work, and we're here. That if she had known, she would have listened to Abuelita. I pretend I can't hear, but Abuelita says swear words about Daddy sometimes. Yesterday, I saw Meg in the park with her nanny. She's going to Italy next week with her dad. She's so lucky. She said she'd bring me back a keychain because her daddy always buys her whatever she wants. She's so lucky. Maria's been watching me since Saturday. Dad told me that Mom went back to take care of the house in the forest and relax at Abuelita's. I cried because Mommy's not going to be here for my first day of school, but Dad said we'll buy the phone. I'm so happy. I want the same one as Mag. Dear Diary, I am sick of eating pizza. It makes your tummy hurt. Daddy doesn't want to cook. He doesn't want to do anything anymore. I miss Mommy a lot because she made me pasta. I found some candy in the kitchen and I ate it all. Daddy's sad. Yeah, I knew that. I absolutely knew that Abuelita is grandma in Spanish because I've watched Encanto in chat. We don't talk about Bruno. I got into a fight with Dad. He doesn't want me to go to Mag's, and I'm tired of being with Maria. She smells like Abuelita's closet, and she never talks to me. I cried and said I want Mommy, and Daddy got angry, and he cried too, so I went to my room. He says Mommy's sleeping now at this time of day there. I can't wait to grow up and leave and open our bakery with Mag. Oh my gosh, aspirations to be a baker. But also, more importantly... Ah, there it is. There it is. We're in. We're in. We have the code for the phone. Let's go. It's an M. Ooh, look at me, I'm a freaking hacker. Yes. Oh, I feel so cool. Okay, okay. Oh, wait. It's the same thing again? Oh, wait. It's from his perspective. Lydia is asking about the safe code. It's June's date of birth. I swear to I'm going to try that again. It better work. I'm kind of mad about that still. I'll have to post it in the planner. Okay, so yeah, it's just the same conversation from...
Lydia was killed. It's not pretty.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Beryl Underwood. Call back. Okay, what kind of voicemails did you get? Message from June.
Dad? Thank you, thank you, thank you!
Okay. Probably about the phone. Message from BNL Corp.
Good evening, Jason. I need you tomorrow night at Nakatomi Plaza. We are getting the family together, and I would like to tell them about our agricultural and food business plan. Round up the numbers and bring them with you. Obviously, this invitation cannot be refused. B.
Okay.
Jason, my cousins didn't show up after all. Stay home if you haven't left, or meet me at Hazel's house if you want. Call me back and tell me where you are.
Thursday, September 5th. Interesting. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay. So, we got into the phone. Yeah, we found out the horrible truth. That Lydia was murdered. But hopefully the kid's okay. I confirmed that the safe code...
We need something, guys.
Oh, look at it! Look, it's flying! I saw you! I caught you. You're not human, are you? I know your secrets. I know what you are now. You're a witch! Okay. I should be able to do this. It's just interesting. The blood absolutely throws me off. But if it matches it should be 0409 15. Ah! That's what it should be. 0904 15. Could the 4 be something else? Maybe this is first? How am I getting the wrong code? I'm really pissed. I really am. Like, is it maybe like 94 or 49? Damn it. 49. Okay, or maybe 2015 49. Or 2015 94. What the shit? Oh my gosh. What the What the hell? Maybe it's just like 4 9 15 9 4 15. Oops, shit. Am I missing something with this safe? Because they said the safe code is the birthday. Although that was early on, it might have been changed again. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, everybody. It clicked. It just clicked. The date on that photo was the date of the 4th birthday, right? She was 4 at that photo, which would mean it's not her date of birth. Obviously, the day and the month would stay the same, but the year would be different. Duh! It wouldn't be 2015. It'd be 2011. Jesus Christ, I freaking got it. Yes! Oh, it just took me a moment. It took me an extra moment, but I did get there. I figured it out in the end. Oh, yes. Holy shit. We're in. We figured out all the puzzles.
Fortress security. After the installation of a system for more.
I did it.
Maybe he kept it for reference.
Thank you for the head pats. Oh my gosh, the synchronized head pats. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh. It's so obvious now. Anyway. Fortress security. 33 West Street, Boston. Installation of product. Dear Mr. Moore, thank you for choosing us. I hope you are satisfied with our services. Don't forget to change your password every 6 months or after each emergency use. In case of technical issues, our service department is available Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Confidential file on Richard Dunham. Richard Dunham is the Malkavian. I think it's Leisha's psychiatrist. Dear Madam, Richard Dunham is rather easy to understand in light of his financial transactions. Dr. Dunham is almost entirely dedicated to his research. On this matter, you have nothing to fear from the investments he has made. They are in strict compliance with the specifications that you set out. Most of my work consists of setting up and dismantling financing networks to prevent any traceability. It should be noted that his needs are growing, which is tied to the expansion of the scope of his experiments following his recent breakthroughs, at least from what he tells me. Unfortunately, I am not in a position to give an opinion on this point, but from a purely financial point of view, the results are not there for the moment. However, I have high hopes for the markets that are sure to develop in the near future as a result of your drive. Please keep in mind that the investments that have been made are colossal. Other than that, Dr. Dunham does not get involved in the management of his affairs as long as the sums he requests reach him quickly. However, he instructed me to inject resources into private institutions for individuals suffering from psychological issues. I believe he would like to keep an eye on his most interesting cases. He also created a research laboratory that specializes in hypnosis. Its existence is highly confidential, as there have not been any major advances. However, he is not wont to give up on an idea. He regularly asks me to increase the financial support for this organization. You will find documents that support my analysis enclosed.
There was a lot of money involved. We're not going to get a return on our investment anytime soon.
Finally, I recently took the liberty of creating Von Kraft Holding to collect the income from his activities and invest it in reliable areas. However, I must admit that the profits are lower than expected to date. An institution like Boston's Red Salon, in particular, with its undeniable success, receives the support of many eminent members of your organization. And yet, this is not reflected in the salon's accounts. As Dr. Dunham is rather secretive on this point, and Mr. Underwood has recently taken over management of the venue, I do not have access to enough elements to substantiate my allegations. However, while my forecasts are not always 100% accurate, they cannot be so far removed from the reality of the situation. The only conclusion that can be drawn from this is that the capital is disappearing without my knowledge. I recommend a thorough investigation of the Red Salon to shed light on this major issue. Your eternal servant, J. Moore. Wow.
A thank you letter from Fortress Security. After the installation of a system for more. Maybe he kept it for reference.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm glad I opened the safe because that had important information. Alright, well, I think I found everything. I've solved every puzzle. The only thing left to do is to go through the safe. But before I do that, I think it's time to get a snack. Hello, hi. I would like a snack.
Son of a bitch wasn't messing around. Have you seen all that cash?
Yeah. Do you want to see more, though? I have something to show you in the back room. Follow me.
Okay, sure.
Alright, awesome. It's the same animation. I'm gonna grab you by the shoulders and shake you around. Whoa, whoa, you're clipping through your outfit, man! You're clipping through your outfit! Okay. I only need to recover 4, so... Hell yeah. Oh, melancholic resonance. Cool. Also, the fact that I'm currently at 0 hunger, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. Holy shit! Holy shit!
Is a person here?
Vera V!
Thank you.
I can't believe you rated me! Hello! Hello, hello, hello! Hi! Hello, Gotinks! Hello, Russian Bot! Hi, Vera! How was your stream? How was Spyro? I know I was watching a little earlier today, and I love it. I love the remake. The colors in that game, so good. It's so beautiful. And of course, the purple scheme that you had with your model, I loved it. I love the Spyro cosplay. Hi! Hello, New. Hello. Oh, I love all those emotes. Hello, Baldergome. Hello. Okay, for those who may not know me, hi. My name is Spooky Wookie Coconut. I'm a ghost VTuber and a variety streamer. And tonight we are playing Vampire the Masquerade Swansong. And I've been solving puzzles like a boss. It feels really good. It's been really, really awesome. Let me get you, or try to, get you a shout out. If one of my mods want to try and beat me, please feel free to beat me. Please, let's give Vera V a shout out. I will get that. Wow. There we go. Ah! There we go. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Zachryox. Really appreciate that. My followers, please check out Vera V. Wonderful VTuber. Wonderful streamer. I think she's so heckin' awesome. Thank you so much for the raid, Vera V. Thank you for bringing your community over. Hello, everyone. Thank you for the follow, Ari Arizona. I love your name. Thank you, Furios. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Please let me know if I haven't. Russian Bot. Thank you for the follow. And New, hello. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the haunt. Welcome to the community. I'm so glad to have you. So glad you're here. But yeah. Did you beat Spyro? Are you getting closer? How did it go? I was so impressed. The thing I was the most impressed was seeing you charge with Spyro and not even die once. Not even die. You're just that good. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, and I have a goal of 200 followers. Zachary, I'm only 12 away now. Ah, that's so exciting. That's so cool. You got 100% on Spyro 1? That's awesome. That's amazing. You know, I haven't played Spyro 1. I need to try. Ah, Boulder Golem, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the haunt. Welcome to the community. So glad to have you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, I played Spyro 2, and I think I got Spyro 2 to 100%. I should really, I want to play that game. I want to play the remake so I can play the first one and maybe the second one again, because I really enjoyed the second one a lot. Holy crow. Let's go. Oh, that's so amazing. All right. So, just to catch you all up, if you're watching and you're wondering what the hell is going on in this game. All right, this fine gentleman here, this is Caleb Bazary. He is a Ventru vampire. Very political, very dominating, very strong, very bearded. Yes. And I've been we took an officer's badge because we are a detective here, and we've been investigating what has been going on in this house. There has been a vile murder in this place, and we've been figuring out the ins and outs. What's been going on? What's the haps? Who did what? And we have discovered that, well, so far, Jason, the person who's missing, the person who is murdered, unfortunately his wife was also murdered. We found that out. His daughter is currently missing, and the Primogen Council, our vampire buddies, are doing suspicious things behind the scenes. They might be betraying us. So now we got to get to the bottom of that. So, this little secret compartment I actually opened up with the help of this handy dandy mirror. It's so freaking cool. Go over here, and there's you can make phone calls from the mirror. And one of the clues was the name of a place in Costa Vida. Costa Vida. Did I say that right? Did I say? Yeah, anyway, it was Pura Vida. I entered Pura Vida. It opened this door. And now we're gonna go. And I think we're in some kind of panic room. Oh, that's a bloody sword. That's a bloody sword. Hello, Cosmic Goat Bear. How are you doing? Welcome. Oh, I can turn on my vampire senses. No, I said Costa Vida. That's what I said.
Jason, so that's where you were hiding.
I think Jason's alive. I just want to investigate his shit before I talk to him. I just got really excited and I got tongue-tied, you know? Is there anything in these file folders that I can look at? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so wait a minute. There was a headless guy in the foyer. If there's a headless guy in the foyer, then But yeah, big hearts, Farabi. Thank you so much once again for the raid. You're so heckin' kind and sweet. Big hearts. Thank you for the lurk. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, there was a headless man in the foyer, and I thought that was Jason, but it turns out no. That isn't him. But this is Jason. What's the deal with that? Oh, you're always happy to catch my... Oh my gosh, you're making me blush. Yeah, nope. Similar timings? Yeah, no, I understand. One of these days, Vera, I'm gonna be able to raid you. It's gonna happen. I'm not sure when, I'm not sure how, but it will. I'll get you back.
Huh? What the?
Good evening, Jason.
Mr. Bazori. How did you?
Maybe think about letting us know the next time you build a private bunker.
It's just that
She sent me to find you.
No. Not now. She found out about everything, didn't she?
I don't understand anything you just said, but get up. We're going.
I can't. I absolutely have to catch a plane tonight.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I'm begging you. Please, just let me go.
Thank you for the follow, shiny, shiny pants. Oh my gosh, thank you for the move your dead bones, because that is what Jason should be doing. And in this moment, I have to say, I'm really glad that I sent the ghoul away, because I feel like if the ghoul was still here, the ghoul would, you know, heck stuff up, heck this plan that I have going, and because basically the ghoul came to assassinate Jason, and Jason's alive, so But yes, once again, thank you for the follow, shiny, shiny pants. Welcome to the hunt, and welcome to the community. So happy to have you. All right, so we have some choices, chat, if you'd like to participate. Unfortunately, I cannot choose psychology because Caleb does not have any points in psychology or deduction. But we can choose what happened here anyway, or let's go. I think because of the icon next to it, I can technically do both. So I'm gonna do both. But next time there's an actual choice,
before we go,
I'll have you all help me
what the hell
choose.
is this mess all over your place?
It's not my fault. I tried to cover up my departure. My bodyguards wanted to take me to the prince right after the shooting at the party, but I couldn't.
Your flight?
Yeah, I wanted to buy me some time. I pretended I had to get some files that were at my house for the prince. Once I got here, I sent James to my office with my car, supposedly to pick up some more files there. I killed Wu by taking him by surprise. I cut off his head and threw it down the garbage chute. I put my college class ring on him and gave him my wallet. I'm sorry, Mr. Bazori. I had no choice.
You don't do things halfway, do you?
Wow. All right, let's go.
We've wasted enough time here. Get up.
I'm not going to be able to go with you, Mr. Bazori. I've lost too much blood. I'm having a hard time staying conscious.
I must take you back to the prince, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
I'm begging you. I've always refused.
Oh dear.
I want to stay free.
Oh dear, this is serious.
I'm not really giving you a choice. Drink.
The blood will heal him, but it will also bind him.
That's enough.
June will die if you don't let me go.
Stay behind me.
That's a lot of ketchup. Oh shit! There was... Oh, I missed stuff. There was something on Hilda? Oh no! I missed something! I thought it was so thorough. Oh no.
Stay behind me.
Okay, feed myself or deceive him. I'm gonna deceive him. I'm deceiving him. Time! Time!
Is that Jason Moore? You found him?
Oh my god, it's Jason Moore.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be making that joke a lot, and I apologize in advance. Oh my god, it's Jason Moore. Eraser memory. Ooh, I'm so glad I topped off on blood. Holy crow, this is intense. Carry him.
I'm coming.
Help him. Caleb! Surely your suit's not that expensive. I'm so glad I sent the ghoul away. Oh my gosh. Are they gonna make it? Seems like they're gonna be okay, right? Gollum more? Yeah.
Stay close.
Yeah, he is moving like Gollum. Poor guy.
Hey, stop! Don't move! Put your hands behind your head,
Neutralize
damn it.
him!
On the ground! I'm gonna shoot!
That's enough, officer.
My head.
Holy. Caleb is a badass! I'm so glad I topped off on blood. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit.
Hands on your head!
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
You move!
Make her shoot her partner! Ah!
You got him! Get in the elevator, Jason.
Oh my gosh!
Mr. Bizzoni?
I think I messed up. I messed up. Oh shit! Oh. Oh no. I hate it. That was so intense. That was a lot. I went too hard. I did. I should have said something to like an earlier one. Oh man. Oh my gosh. All that trouble. All that trouble and whoops. I got too hungry at the end. Dang it, Jason Moore is dead. Oh no! Failure. You did not bring all the reports the prince asked for. I know! I know! I know! This is really bad. This is really bad. I did not bring back all of the reports the prince asked for, so that's no good. Jason Moore is dead. That's not good. And yeah, it's just, I missed the one report. I was doing so good. But I missed a report. I could have encountered a thin blood? There was a thin blood? Was it the woman carrying the notepad and the pen? Was it her? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's focus on the successes for a moment. I need something positive. I brought back the 4 reports that the prince asks for. That's cool. I took the caretaker's statement. Cool. I found a ghoul on the police force. Sweet. I won the confrontation with Denna Lehane. Awesome. And I found the safe. I found the safe hidden in Jason Moore's office. I unlocked Jason Moore's phone. I found Jason Moore. I found suspicious items. I got a resonant bonus. Yeah. Yeah. I went too hard on the disciplines. It was as the kids say. I fucked around. And I found out. Let me get this nose on right. My gosh. There we go. Well. Could have gone worse, I guess? Maybe? Look at that. Jason Moore is dead. After all that. Yeah. Well, yeah, it could have gone better. Maybe the prince will be okay with it. All right, so, all right. That concludes Caleb's level. And we're back to this screen once more. We have a choice now, chat. Type 1 in the chat if you'd like me to play as M.M. Lewis. Toreador. What is her job? She is, let's see. Let's read her task. MM's task is the unification agreement is in danger. Faced with mounting doubt and suspicion from both sides, MM must meet with Deneb Osborne to clarify the situation and ensure that the alliance still stands. And then you can type 2 in the chat for Leisha. Leisha is, let's see here. The prince allows Leisha to go to the scene of the party to investigate. Leisha hopes to find her psychiatrist, Richard Dunham, and Miley, the prince's child, at the scene. Okay, so Leisha is investigating, like, the red alert of the game. The party of which a massacre has occurred. So yes, 1 for MM, 2 for Leisha. We have a vote for Leisha so far. Oh, we're tied now. We're 1 for MM, 1 for Leisha. It has been a while since we've seen MM. But I'm okay. I'm honestly okay playing either. I'll have it just for a second longer, and then I'll make a decision. Oh no, a tie! I didn't think this through. Don't worry, Balder. It's okay. If there is a tie, I will break it. No problem. It's the least I can do after the blunder that I put us through for the last part there. If it wasn't QTEs, it would have been much more relaxed. But I guess that's the whole point of it, right? Like, you're trying to leave with him and it's intense. It really was. Like, I am sweating. I am sweating. Thank you for the quack. Quack, quack. Okay. All right. I think the party is going to be really, really good. But I'm also okay holding off a little bit to, like, build up excitement and stuff. Because I do want to play MM. It has been a little while since we played as MM. So I'm going to pick MM. And we're going to see what's going on with her. Oh, I have to press and hold? I do have to press and hold. Man, I can't believe how much I hacked up. Oh, I can't believe how much. Oh my gosh. It feels bad. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, so we have 75 experience. We can buy stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay, so on the right side, like, so just to the left of me, you can see the cost of different things. So, like, if I wanted a 3rd point in deduction, it would cost 60 of my 75 available experience. So, ooh, we got options, and that's exciting. I can't believe you've done this. Yeah, I can't believe I did it either. I thought, okay, here's my logic. Here's, like, I'm gonna try and defend myself for what just happened, okay? Do you remember when I explained how it's rare? Or maybe I didn't fully explain. I will fully explain. Also, hello, Q. Welcome. How are you doing? But when I drank from that second guy, I got down to 0 hunger. And 0 hunger is strange because normally in the tabletop version, you can only go down to 1 hunger. You can never be at 0 unless you drain someone to death, right? So in my mind, when I saw the 0 hunger, I was like, okay. If you can go down to 0 hunger, then in my mind, you should be able to max out your hunger bar. And if you go above that, that's when you go into a hunger frenzy. That was my logic. Obviously, that's not the case. And now I know. So, I mean, I learned a lesson today. I will not make the same mistake. Bet on that. Bet on that. Oh, you're good? I'm glad. I'm glad that you're good. I'm also good. I just beat the first section for Caleb, and it went bad. The ending was rough. I'm concerned for him. But we'll find out. We'll find out what happens with him later. It was exciting though. Very exciting. Anyway, we are here with MM in a red room. And I can buy some stuff. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of buying a point in education. Education has been like a thing for MM and it's always been out of reach, but now it doesn't have to be out of reach. So let's treat ourselves to some education. Hooray. Okay. And oh, I can increase my overall social and mental. Oh, and this is a good thing too. So you can see physical once I'm hovering over it. Intimidation lights up. So physical adds a point to intimidation, I believe. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. That's really good, Sakuriox. That's really good. It kind of like merges in with my joke where you could be like, oh my god, it's Jason no more. Unbelievable. Sort of deal, you know? Oh my gosh. Anyway. And social here highlights rhetoric and persuasion. Our social is so good. And then mental is psychology. Okay, okay. Can I increase my social? 35 for that. Let's see, let's see. When dialogue ratings are equal, the winner is determined based on a percentage. This attribute affects the skill rhetoric. Oh my god, I did not mean to do that. Give me back. This attribute affects the skill rhetoric and persuasion, as well as the presence discipline. Oh. Well, if that's the case, I'm going to choose social. Let's make her even more social. And it only costs 5 to go to the second point of mental? Sure. Let's see if I can plan this out. If I increase mental by 5, I'll have 25, but then I won't be able to afford anything else except for physical, which is kind of pointless. So our deduction's pretty good. We have technology, which is great. So maybe I'll just put a point down here into one of the skills. Let's see. So rhetoric, identify and react to social conventions with ease. Persuasion, convince others to agree with your point of view with logical arguments or by appealing to their emotions. Or psychology, convince others to do what you want by playing off their emotional weaknesses and behaviors. I think I'm going to place a point into persuasion. Oh, shoot. I'll have to keep that in mind. I forgot that you can also spend points on... actually, let me cancel all. I forgot you could do that. Cancel all. Ah, okay. So it's another layer to consider here is disciplines. I can spend experience on disciplines where I can get... Do I have awe? I feel like I do, right? Okay, and then if I choose Velvet Glove, it gives me +1 to presence. Scry the school. Oh, I love Scry. +1 Auspex. Auspex vision reveals the aura of a target, which provides information about their nature or resonance. No hunger cost. Oh my gosh, but the cost for that spell, or discipline rather, 120! 120! Okay, considering all of that, I'm still happy with my original allocation of skills. So I'm just gonna do what I did before. Yeah. 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 I'm happy with that. Why is there no sound? Oh, there we go.
Unification, huh? Denev's gonna take care of you. You're all gonna pay for what you've done.
Wait, what's going on?
What have you done to me? Nothing you'll remember.
No! Don't leave.
Uh-oh. What?
Shit. What the hell is going on?
Where are we?
What the fuck is going on in here on this day?
Prison?
Right?
What am I doing here? I have to get out of here.
All right, something's wrong. Something's going on. Celerity. Blink. Blink allows vampires to reach areas that are usually out of reach. Celerity allows the vampire to see the paths that can be taken using Blink. Using Blink generates hunger the first time a path is taken. Taking a path that has already been used is free. Well, that's good to know. Okay, so I can blink down there. But before that, let's investigate our surroundings.
I won't stay here that long.
Is this real?
So hungry.
Oh, she is.
Oh shit!
What do you mean? It's a free meal. It's a rat.
Oh,
you can...
It's gross, but it'll have to do for now.
Yes, there you go. And she's a Toreador, so this is like, the lowest of the low. Proper vampires frown on this. I got an achievement. Delicious. Oh my gosh. Look at this. I have a point in education now, but it's not enough! Oh my gosh. Can I just open it?
It's stuck.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, let us blink.
Well, now what?
Cool. I have no idea what this place is, but I love it. Oh, there's books. Is that books? Yeah, it's books. Why are books here? Jefferson Library.
Shit! What was that? What the hell?
What the hell indeed?
What is this place?
It's a circular room. Oh, are we in Silent Hill 4? Cause that's the door from Silent Hill 4, right? That's Silent Hill 4. Hello? William, is that you? Harry Mason? Yeah, suddenly Silent Hill. What the heck? And there's wailing behind that door. I'm just gonna stay away from that door. Okay, so that's a door. That's not a door. Oh, there's all kinds of different doors. Did I already mess up by touching a door? Oh, this is interesting. I'm getting Beetlejuice vibes from this too, like the hallway of like many different like windows and doors that you could peer through. Hello, Silent Hill door. Okay. I think this one actually opened, so let's check it out. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that seems completely normal. Wow. Okay. Cool. All right. What's this?
The library. I've been here before.
Okay.
Okay. So either they're all dead, or they forgot about the welcoming committee.
I think you're tripping
I
out.
don't get it. Is this a memory?
I'm not sure, but don't you worry, We're gonna figure this out together. There's something wisping up there. I think it's a blink up there. But why blink when you can simply take the stairs?
Where did they disappear to? What am I doing here?
I learned my lesson from Caleb's run. I'm not using disciplines all willy-nilly. You will not get me again. Not twice. Although I won't deny, a shortcut is tempting since I can't run in this game. I can blink up there. Can't I climb up there? Can I not climb? No? Okay, so that's something to consider. That I can blink, or I should be able to blink up there, right? That's a thing, right? Or maybe not. Okay. Oh! Okay, I'm willing to bet I have to be up on that platform, and then it'll let me blink over there. I see. I think that's what it's getting at. Well, if I have to, I will. But first, I will explore. Do they have Cook here? Is Cook here? It's been everywhere else. My favorite book. Cook. Where are you? Where are you, Cook? Oh, there's Social. There's a book on Social. That would be pretty handy dandy. Oh, there's Source Code as well. Another handy dandy book. Kind of like the music playing in the background too.
Stuck. I've got to find a way to go further.
It's giving me...
What was I looking for again?
It's giving me the hotel from Bloodlines 1 vibes very much. Some of these things on the floor, I feel like I should be able to, I don't know, investigate further? Someone was living in here? Maybe? Bet they're all the same books. Yep, you're not wrong. I'm willing to bet the same thing. Oh, pizza! And, what else? Looks like Fritos, maybe? Oh, they got lays? Oh, someone was having a party up in here. Ah, oh, it's Cook! I found it! There's a Cook's here. The book called Cook. Auspex is free. I don't know. I figured maybe I'd see something, but doesn't seem like it. Does not seem like it. Okay, it's time to go back and blink. Part of me wonders if this is like a Jacob's Ladder situation, like M is in trouble, maybe? There you go. Yeah. Blink over there. Nice. Cause yeah, the last thing that we did with MM.
Shoes.
Okay, we'll blink over there too. But yeah. She convinced Journey, her best vampire bestie, to leave the Camarilla for the Anarchs. And then, just admitted to the whole thing to the prince. So she might be in hot water? Maybe? Maybe? Okay, she's not increasing her hunger by doing this, so that's good. All right.
Hello?
Whoa.
Anybody here? Hazel and her damn plans. Hazel. She wanted me to talk to the Warlocks. Osborn is here. I have to find him.
Okay, that was the door that was locked on the other side. Got it. Oh, this is so pretty. Hello?
What's that doing here?
You shouldn't have come here.
What the hell? The Warlocks attacked me. They're the ones who locked me up here.
Ah, the treacherous Tremere. How dare they?
Really gotta get out of here.
Whoa, whoa! A portal? Really? I will go through that portal, but first I must explore. There could be something, you know? The globe is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Okay, I think that's it. Alright, sure. Portal time.
Osborn's gonna have some explaining to do. Come on, MM. You can do it, girl.
Okay, so I can blink over there. I'm just gonna figure out my options. What an interesting place. So it seems like, if I were to venture a guess, we are currently in the dungeon of the Chantry, which is where the Tremere hang out. Okay, so I could zip over there. Oh, there's other people here. What the heck? And then there's a third option, I think. Okay, so that's a choice that we can make together, chat. We could do, it's like a door number 1, 2, and 3 situation, it looks like. Yeah, there's someone up there too. Although I might not be able to zip, so it might not be a 3-door situation, but just a 2-door situation. Oh! Or, since I have these delicious snacks... Oh, suspicion is going up. How bad is my suspicion right now? Okay, my suspicion is only 1 so far. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Okay, so which place should I zip to first? Because I'm really not sure. We can go, gosh, can you walk a little faster? Let's say this. This here, this path I'm looking at, that's option 1, okay? And then that path where that floating bridge is, that's option 2. Let me just investigate this a little bit more. Okay, so option 2, if we zip there, we might need to zip again. So that's something to consider. Whereas option 1, we'd zip, but then we zip back. So which would you like to do, chat? Because I'm not sure. I'm really curious. Let me figure out where this one zips to. Because maybe we'll zip over here and talk to that person who's having a fun time. Never mind. Never mind. We're going to be going over there. All right. Okay. Let's do it. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. I have no education? No, I distinctly remember giving myself a point. Excuse me? Excuse me? I didn't heck up, right? I totally gave myself a point in education. I should be able to identify this coin. What? I'm gonna have to look the VOD back. I'm pretty sure I gave myself a point. What the heck?
A coin? What's that doing here?
It looks like Illuminati coin. I could have sworn I gave myself education. I'm actually mad. I'm mad because I feel like I did. I'll have to watch back. I swear I did. I did. Was the point put into the skill or one of the 2 subjects below it? I feel like the allocation that I did was I put a point in education, I put a point in social, and then I put the last point into persuasion, is what I did. So it's really strange that suddenly I have no education. I'm like, what? Oh, I didn't have a choice. Wait a minute. What just happened? Okay, hold on. Oh, I have a choice. Oh. VOD check time. Yeah. Okay, everybody. It turns out I have a choice. So here it is. Type 1 to go left. Type 2 to go right. It looks like left will let me interact with a person, and the second one will continue. So maybe going left first is a good idea. I think I'm just gonna do that, actually. Good, I'm glad you agree. Oh, apparently it's someone I can feed from.
I don't want to die.
What? It's time to socialize. I can't even talk to this person.
Ugh, it's stuck.
Okay, okay. Well, we are a little hungry, so... Hello, sir. How are you this fine evening? I hope you're doing well. Surprise! Okay. Yeah, I only need like a little bit. Alright. Well, yeah, mostly good. Phlegmatic. Controlled hunt. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, there we go. This place is wild. I want to go in there, but I'm like, what if someone's in there and I get caught?
That's impressive.
Super tall tower. Yep. Oh, I could blink there if I wanted. But do I want to? Not really. I mean, maybe there's something over there. And my hunger is low, so it could be worth it. You know what vibes the tower is giving me? It is giving me Eternal Darkness vibes. Very that. Very Eternal Darkness. Very... Ah! Oh my... I can't believe you did this. That tower reminds you of dicks? What's wrong with you? I did not get dicks. You know why? Because there's holes. There's lots of holes in that tower. And I'm not trying to get at a joke saying it's a holy dick, because it's not. It is not.
Ugh, it's stuck.
Also, thank you for the bits. I should have seen that coming, but I did not. I'm also willing to bet that this goes in just one big circle. It kind of looks like it does. Okay, I'm mistaken. It does not. Oh, wait, no, it does. Unless it does not. Oh, that's interesting. And terrifying. I'm sorry. That is the... Sure. For the last thing on stream, let's explore it. What's the worst that can happen? Hello? It took a moment. It needed to load it, I guess. Really? It needed to think about the jump.
I don't like this place.
I don't like it either, but we're gonna look at it. What? I didn't even notice that guy. What is happening? Is there anything I could look at here? Hello?
What's that doing here?
Okay, well, based on what the shit? Based on this, I would surmise that the, oh, I got a magnetic key. The tree mirror are up to no good. Oh, that room over there is even worse. It's even worse over there.
What's that doing here?
Oh, I examined the same thing. Just wanted an excuse to play the sound. First one for this game. It's the first one, really? Oh my gosh. Will it be the last? We'll see. Oh! Oh, this room is juicy. Why is there a bed in this room?
Oh my god.
It's Jason Moore.
What happened here?
Someone went wild with a paint gun.
The base is broken, like someone ripped it off. It took a colossal amount of strength to break it.
I didn't mean... No! I should have gone into that room. Dang it! Dang it! We're back here into the room of doors. This place is wild. Chew 5 Gum, Bloody Edition. Yeah. 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 But yeah, that concludes tonight's stream. We have reached the end of stream. So I think the timing of that is good. So next time we will continue with MM. We'll try to figure out what exactly is going on in this with the Tremere. Because I think what happened is she went to check out the Tremere. They captured her and she's tripping balls. Something like that. I'm also going to take the clown nose off. I realize it's been 30 minutes. There we go.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Oh my gosh. Yes, B-Gamer, thank you for coming by. Thank you, everybody, for watching tonight. This game is interesting, and it's getting more interesting, so I'm excited to see where it goes. Holy shit, the Tremere. What are they up to? This is just, it's way more than I ever would have guessed or expected. So, I just want to say one more time. Thank you so much, Grand Lorian and Vera V, for the raids tonight. Thank you so much for bringing over your communities to hang out with me. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for your follows. We're getting so close to 200 followers, and that's awesome. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And of course, thank you to my mods. Thank you, Zachryox, for modding tonight. I'm so happy that you're here too, Vera. Oh, that makes me so happy. Big heart. So yeah, my normal streaming schedule is Mondays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. PST. If you want to keep up with my schedule, you can join my Discord. We have movie nights and some other activities going on there, or you can follow me on Twitter. I update both areas regularly. And if you've been if you've been watching and you haven't yet, please consider giving me a follow. It's always greatly appreciated. And if you're watching on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, all that stuff. It helps me a lot. It helps me a whole heck of a lot. So, if you don't mind just hanging out with me for a moment longer, I will find us a raid target to send the love to before I let you all go on your way. So let me just take a quick boo here. There are so many options tonight. So many options. Okay. Why is that? There we go. Let me just take a quick boo at a few of these options, and I will pick one, and then we will go, and it'll be great. Okay. All right. Tonight, we're going to raid someone new. Someone I have not raided before. Oh, hi, Spooky Cat. Hi, I'm sorry you caught the tail end of stream, but you could still join in the raid, so you're still in time for the raid. But yes, tonight we're going to raid Bunnicula live. I saw them on Twitter, and I thought they're so heckin' cool. They're a vampire queen VTuber, and it looks like they're going to be playing Minecraft tonight. So spooky times and comfy times all in one. I love Minecraft, so, and I hope you do too. I hope that's okay. So let's go over there. We'll say hello to Banicula. And of course, I have raid messages. So give me one moment here. Boop, 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 boop. If you're subbed, feel free to copy and paste this raid message. And if you're not subbed, you can copy paste this raid message. Yes, we'll go over there. We'll say hello, and then I will go to sleep because I am a tired ghosty. So thank you everybody for watching tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Vera V. Thank you, Grand Lorian, for the raids. Thank you, mods, for modding. I appreciate you all so much. Big hearts. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, and I will see you Monday for more Deadly Premonition. Until then, bye. Mwah.